come from? Get out of here. Don't. Hi, crazies. No offense if you're actually crazy. I didn't mean it. Please do not come to my house and throw fish at my windows. Been there. Not fun. DailyGrace here from Item Channel Live. Yeah! Did you guys miss Beth and Mai's end of summer super special party last week? If you did, here's a clip.
Oppan Gangnam Style.
Am I in the same setting?
Gangnam Style.
Yeah.
Oppan Gangnam Style. Gangnam Style. Oppan Gangnam Style. Hey, sexy lady. Oppan Gangnam Style. Hey, sexy lady. Being a norm, Korean not a norm.
Yes. That was really magical. What's even more magical is apparently I only own one cardigan and I wear it all the time. How fun for you to see that. Well, here is my favorite comment from that show. Let's check it out. It says, it's from Hungry Muffin Prod. Mary, kill, Oprah, Dr. Phil, Ellen, go. Okay, I'd have to F Ellen because she's probably real good at it. Her wife is Portia de Rossi. That girl's beautiful. And I'm sure they're together for lots of other reasons, but the sex is probably great. And she's funny. And I want to wear like 90% of her clothing. So that would work out. I'd marry Oprah because of the stability and the complete lack of sexual chemistry. She'd just give me money and then leave me alone, Stedman style. And I'd have to kill Dr. Phil. Isn't that obvious? Wow, this is a great way to start off the show. Guys, today is the day after Labor Day, the holiday where we all sit outside and get drunk and aren't really sure why we have the day off, but no one questions it. It's also the day that we put all of our white clothes into teeny tiny 9-month coffins and bury them in our metaphorical yards until next spring. This holiday gets better and better. It also marks the time of year that we head back to school. Woo! And womp womp. So today I thought I would answer your questions and concerns about heading back to school. You guys asked me a lot of questions using the hashtag MyItemChannelLive on Twitter. So let's take a Twitter question, shall we? Who is this from? La Lewis. Okay. What was your favorite after-school snack? Well, actually, I think I might have said this on here before. My lunch every day in high school was a rainbow chocolate chip cookie, like with rainbow M&Ms and Funyuns. Every single day, I would eat that because we had a snack shack in our cafeteria, and my friend Rachel and I used to go there every day, get a rainbow cookie and Funyuns and eat it. We were the picture of health. If Michelle Obama could have seen us back then, she would have loathed every second of it. But look at me now. I'm going strong. I can run for like a block. So really, it helped me out in the long run. Let's take another Twitter question. This is from I Believe in Dawson. Wow, a lot of things in that name. What's your earliest school memory? My earliest school memory is preschool. I remember in preschool, they used to try and teach us things by giving us, we would go out once a day to the playground and expend our energy out there. But to go out to the playground, we all had to hold hands with someone. And to figure out who your partner was for going out to the playground, they give us all cards that had opposites on it. So we had to find our opposite. Like if you had day, you'd had to find the kid that had night. If you had yes, you'd have to find the kid that had no. If you had go, you had to find the kid that said stop. And I remember, I think I had day, and Ryan, this kid Ryan, had night. And oh, I had a crush on Ryan, and oh my God, that was like the longest holding hands moment of my life. I remember holding hands. I must have been 4 years old, and I remember being like, That is really, really probably too early to experience any sort of romantic feelings for the opposite sex. But then we got to the playground and he saw the swings and he ran to the swings and forgot about me for a really long time. So So if I see those swings again in my life, I'm gonna give them a talking to, a strict and severe talking to. Ryan, where are you now? What are you doing now? Facebook me. You know who you are, sort of. Let's take a comment. This is from that second girl, Lily. Grace, please help me with my chemistry homework. You got it. What's chemistry about? I was in AP chemistry in high school. How did that happen? I have no idea. I don't know. But here, this should help. Okay, write this down. Good. Now you win at chemistry. Chemistry is all equations. Chemistry is just another way for them to teach you math in school. Nothing cool happens in chemistry. You know where all the fun happens? Physics. I remember everyone in physics was building bridges and doing cool stuff like that. And I was sitting there doing math equations in a period that wasn't my math class. God, that felt good to get out. Thank you for venting with me for a second. Let's take another comment, shall we? This is from Chingy0326. It's 4 a.m. over here in Hong Kong. Waited for the first time to actually watch live for once. For you, Grace, this better be good. Oh my God, there's so much pressure. You should be asleep. Your sleep patterns are gonna be off for the rest of the week, and you're not gonna be able to function to the best of your ability. And you're gonna be like, why? Why is everything so off? Oh, because of Grace. I hate Grace. So I'm sorry to do this to you. Go to sleep. You made the comment on, you did it, everything is succeeding for you. Now go to sleep. 4 a.m. in Hong Kong, go to bed. Let's take a Twitter question. This is from The Sky is Smiling. What did you dread the most about going back to school? Everything. What did I dread? I dreaded waking up early. I hate waking up early. I'm not a morning person. Are you guys morning people? I remember not being able to function until like at least 10 o'clock. But also I remember in my high school, we'd all have, there's different shifts for your lunch period. I remember one year my lunch period was at 11:05 a.m. What? That doesn't make any sense. My lunch is at 11:05. After school, I go and do sports, and then I don't get home until 5, so, and dinner's at 6, so great, I just had 7 hours of not eating. Thanks, school. Thanks, high school. You rule it. Let's take another question. What do we have? This is from Brian Kane. What was your favorite grade? 9th, 10th, 11th, or 12th, and why? I liked 12th grade because at that point, I knew where I was going to college in December of 12th grade. So I didn't have to do anything. And school became a non-important thing in my life. And also I was in like honors English or something, and the class was so small that we really didn't do anything at all. And so I think there was 9 of us in the class or 10 of us in the class. And at the end of the year, our teacher's name was Mr. Howard. Hello, Mr. Howard, if you're watching this. You were a crazy person. He used to put rubber bands on his head and pull them as hard as he could and snap them on his forehead, thinking that it was like a funny thing to do for us, and it wasn't. But at the end of the year, we all started once a day stealing something from his desk and putting it in our backpack. And then when we graduated, after our graduation, we all put a tent in his backyard and sat in his backyard and ate cookie cake, and then put all of the things that we had stolen on his porch, thinking that we were being wild. That's the spectrum of how wild I was in high school, guys. Let's take another comment. This is from Almond Baller. What was your roommate like in college? I had a few roommates. A friend of mine from high school was my roommate freshman year, and then she transferred to a different college. And then I had another girl that loved, she was very quiet, and she loved The Daily Show so much. And so to give her privacy, my friend from high school and I would wait in, like, sit out in the hallway and do our homework to let her watch The Daily Show, because if we were in the room with her, she would never laugh out loud. She would just go and like hold it in so hard that we were like, this is awkward, let's leave. And as soon as we got into the hallway, 5 feet from where we were, she'd be like, ah, like losing her mind. It was amazing. It was so, so amazing. And I remember she had, a RAV4. She had a RAV4, and I was like, that girl is so privileged. I had a 93 Dodge Intrepid, so she won that game. Let's take a Twitter question. This is from what is this? Canadin Twinkle? Okay. Where do you think is the worst spot to sit in class? That's a good question. I would say up front-ish. But if I'm a teacher and I'm teaching a class, and I would look into the back of the classroom, not necessarily the front row. I would say like the front center is the worst place to sit. I kind of liked sitting like second row all the way to the windows. That was kind of like where I like to sit. I don't like to sit in all the way back because crazy stuff happens back there. But yeah, second row, window. It's also where I like to sit on planes. It all dates back. Let's take a Twitter question. This is from Puma Fanzola. What if me and my friends all have the same crush on our teacher? Surprise, it's illegal for your teacher to like you back, so you better stop that crush real quick. So as all of you can have a crush on him, but he's not gonna, or her, whatever you're into, they're not gonna like you back. There was a rumor of teachers, there's always rumors of teachers hooking up with students in high school. It always seems to be the thing. And now there's television shows about it. And then, but also it actually happens in real life, because didn't the teacher get pregnant because of her student or something? Don't like that teacher. That teacher went to community college and didn't do anything with his life, so he's a teacher now. Just kidding. He's a great guy, I'm sure. He's probably into girls his own age. Sorry to break it to you. Let's take another comment. This is from Olivia Brock. I am going to school in New York City this semester. What are some awesome things to do in the city? Oh boy. Walking is fun. Riding a subway with homeless people is really fun because you just get to see firsthand like the class divide, which is great. Walking down the street. I heard someone tell a joke a few months ago, and this is very true, that this is how they knew they were a real New Yorker. That they walked down the street, saw a human being shitting on the sidewalk, got to work, and didn't feel the need to tell anyone at work. It was so normal that they didn't have to bring it up. So that's something to look forward to when you come here. There's gonna be a lot of garbage on the streets. That's really fun. Lots of people pushing you to get to where they wanna go. Super into that. A lot of cab drivers won't take you where you wanna go, which is great because like their job is to take you where you wanna go. So a lot of people that have jobs that don't do their jobs, fun. Yeah, there's just like the best and the worst smells to enjoy here. So, can't wait for you to get here. It'll be great. Let's take a Twitter question. Someone tweeted, Brett Claudio, I'm not going back to school this fall. Help me fit in with society. I don't think you need help fitting in. I think there's probably a lot of people that aren't going back to school. I think that's totally okay. Are you not going back because you finished school, or you're not going back because you don't want to go to school? Either way, I support you in your life choices. So I think you fit in. I'm sorry if you feel shunned. Look at some forums. Google search not going back to school. I'm sure there's a couple people out there. Look at the hashtags on Tumblr. See what other people are doing. Get into gifts, you know? Get into gifts. That's really the only choice. Guys, that's it for the show. Oh my gosh. We're going to keep this back to school vibe going on tomorrow's show because Beth gets to talk with Dan Brown and David Reese. You don't need to sharpen your pencils yet. He'll show you how. Thanks for watching today. Don't forget to subscribe. And remember, you can check me out every other day of the week at mydomchannel.com/dailygrace. Guys, tell Beth I said hi. Bye.